Hi everyone, this is Kat Patrick. I'm on location with the new geography teacher, Miss Sandra B.
Hi.
And where have you brought me to today?
We're on the top of Salatin Hill, which is in Shropshire.
Salatin Hill.
The view.
Yeah, it's beautiful. One of the things that is quite special about going walking in England, and we're in England, aren't we? We're near the Welsh border as well, so I was just checking. Because you took me on a walk the other day. We were going in and out of Wales, weren't we? Oh, my glasses are fogging up. Okay. One of the cool things is it's quite late at night, and we're still able to walk until, what, about 9:30, 9 o'clock still?
If you know where you're going, yeah.
Right.
You wouldn't want to go through woods at that time. It might be a bit dark.
But in another month, we'd be able to go quite late, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Okay, so Miss Sandra is going to be teaching geography this next year. We have kind of in mind a series of geography courses over the future, but she's just going to start with one. And why don't you just tell them the title of it and what it's about? Okay,
right. Well, it's exploring environments.
You have to talk louder, I think.
Yeah, oh, right. Get a bit nearer, shall I? Yeah, because we're outside.
Yeah, we're outside. Just a second. You keep talking.
Right, it's called Exploring Environments. And we're going to go exploring. We're going to go around the world. We're going to start in the Amazon and look at the rainforest environment. And we're going to discover what the environment's like and how it affects the plants and the animals and the soil and people that live there and the people that have moved in there to exploit the environment, and we're going to discover all that about the Amazon, and then we're going to move around the world and go to other environments. So after that we're heading off to Africa, the desert environment there and the savannah, and then we move to Eastern Africa and a slightly different kind of environment because we're going to look at the Rift Valley, and that's going to take us into tectonic environments, so earthquakes and volcanoes, and we're going to dot all over the world and look at lots of different places for that. And then after that we're going to come down into the Pacific and look at some of those tiny little dots on the map that are coral reef and that's kind of exciting places like that you've perhaps heard of and not really know much about. We're going to have a look at a few of those, and so coral reef environment maybe, and then we're going back to the main continents and head for the Himalayas and finish up in China. So that's the basic plan for the year.
All right, so 30 weeks of global hopping.
Yes.
And like all Dream Inspires courses, it's going to be one narration a week, 3 discussion questions that are open and collaborative on the week's work, and then after they've read all that, you'll have your 1 hour live PowerPoint where you lead them into discussion about what they've learned, and also adding to and throwing in your experience of being a long-time person in geography. So I was going to ask you, the other thing is that we do it through living books. So you want to talk about your books you've chosen?
Yeah, okay, there's quite a wide variety of books. There's some older ones, for example, Van der Post, Bushman of the Kalahari. So that was written at least 50 years ago now, something like that. Possibly even a bit longer, because the footage that I found about it, the BBC footage or whatever television program it was on, is all in black and white, so it's from way back. Yes. So that's probably the oldest one, and then there's some more modern stuff right through. Probably the most modern is Levison Wood, Walking the Himalayas, which again was another television series. There's quite a few of them that have got links to television programs, and I've been digging around on YouTube to find relevant things to watch as well, because it helps if you can actually see what it looks like, whereas if you were reading a novel, you wouldn't want to see the film first because you wouldn't want to spoil what you're seeing in your head. But with geography, you want to know what it actually looks like, so that when you read the book, you then seeing it correctly in your head. See what I mean?
I'm quite excited about one of your books, and I want you to just explain a little bit about it, because when I say it, parents might go, ooh. What about Bill Bryson?
Okay, yeah. Well, he was asked to do a charity book. I can't remember what the charity was now, but he went out to Africa for about a week, I think it was, and he basically did a diary version of his adventures out there, and the money from the part of the money from the book went to the charity. So it's written in his usual comedy kind of style, but it's
tamer,
cleaner than some of his other material. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the books. That's the way that the course is organized. I wanted to just talk a little bit about the process you were going through with choosing these books. We were talking quite a long time in November and in the summer when we were creating the course about what is a living book and that kind of thing. But how come you know so much about books, Sandra?
What you're leading into here is the fact that I run Ichthus Resources, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
ichthusresources.co.uk, which is a UK-based home education resource library that you sell books and curriculum and things like that, which is actually how I met you.
Indeed, yes.
So we were doing a keepers club way back in the back, and we would get our badges from you.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
And then I think I bought some books from you as well. So, all right, anyway, back to your books.
Yeah. So I've been doing that since 2003, I think now. Yeah. And the idea was that when we first started out homeschooling, it was really difficult to get hold of stuff over here, but there was plenty of things in other parts of the world, particularly America.
Yeah.
So we were importing it and helping other people to import it. And in the end, I thought, well, I might as well just do this properly. So we started Ichthus Resources, and that's, we've been doing it ever since.
And even tomorrow, we're both off to a home educating conference in Coventry. That was my problem, the conference in Coventry. And you're going to be having your stall there, aren't you, selling your books? Yeah. All right, so I did have one more question. Oh, what was the question? My mind's gone totally blank now. Oh, I know what it is. Your other background, your geography background. Tell us about that a little bit.
Okay. Right, so I trained in geography as a geography teacher, and I taught in secondary schools for 7 years. And since then, at the end of that, I got married and had my kids, but I wanted to keep my hand in with the geography, so I've been doing examining since then. Started off as an assistant examiner, and I'm now principal examiner on one of the papers, and I've also done some writing of the exams as well, so I've got a good handle on what's required for GCSE.
How does your course for Dreaming Spires connect with the GCSE that you are principal examiner of and that sort of thing?
Right. A lot of the topics we'll cover at pretty much the kind of level you need for GCSE, but we won't be covering the entire syllabus. Okay. So I'm thinking more like if we get onto a Geography 2 in the future, then I'll cover all the bases that you need then. But a lot of the material will be at the level that you would need for a GCSE. So it's kind of a pre-GCSE.
It's a pre-GCSE. You get all the tools, the techniques, the mindset. And then if I can twist your arm, we'll actually do something more closely aligned to the syllabus. Yeah. But until then, it's something for people to give a taster. Or if you love geography but you don't want to take the exam, or if you're American and you want geography put on your transcript, it's going to be a really great, exciting course by a super expert, the kind of person that if you say, well, what about the Bushmen? What's their language like? It's not on the slide. And she can then go off and talk about more about the Bushmen, even though it's not on the slide. It's like, Miss Sandra, let's go and get sidetracked by something that you can really...
I'm sure we'll get sidetracked.
I'm sure you will. Okay, so this is Miss Sandra for geography, and I'm Kat Patrick. Our website's www.dreamingspiresHomeLearning.com for America, and dreamingspiresHomeLearning.co.uk for the UK and anyone who takes the kind of UK GCSE A-level exams. Sometimes you need to definitely put a www at the front, or it will say that website doesn't exist, and sometimes you don't have to. I don't understand which one, but I am totally fogged up now, so I'm going to stop the recording. But I hope that gives you a really good idea of what we're doing at Dreaming Spires next year for geography. So contact me or go onto the website and register. Thanks a lot. Bye. Ugh.